Yo, shit. iPad's dead. Ah, man. I gotta charge this iPad because there's some funny shit I wanted to show you. But hold on. Shout out to everybody. Let me see. So I don't know, Adam. You disliked the video. So I know it's you, Adam. Yeah, Mr. M Properties. I got this. I got a lot of UK stalkers, but I got one specific UK stalker who don't even live in the UK, named Adam, and he's been following me since fucking my Facebook days, and he's on here trolling everybody, trolling me, going in people's inboxes, all because of Tyson Fury, man. He's a big Tyson Fury fan, but one thing I can admit, he is a real Tyson Fury fan, not like the rest of these dudes who just be pretending. This dude's a real Tyson Fury fan. All that shit. But speaking of Tyson Fury, like I said, a coward dies 1,000 times. A soldier only dies but once. Rest in peace, Tupac. Yeah, let me let my people know that we are here live. Cause we cooking today, man. Last night we had a good show. And and that's what I like doing, just having like a consistent flow. Ain't doing too much. What's going on? The troll killer, Mr. Shelton. Man, we just in here cooking up, dude. We just in here cooking up, dude. We about to talk about Manny Pacquiao ass though. Over here talking about some of my legs. It was me legs. Come on, Manny Pac. Manny Pacquiao out here wilding. Now people looking at this loss like, oh shit. And a lot of people who had the double standards saying, oh yeah, I don't like Wilder because it's excuses. Now they looking real stupid because somebody that they love and adore is out here making excuses. Talking about my legs, man. Even if your legs was 100%, you still get your ass kicked by Yugas. Man, this is just wild, dude. It's like how we give passes for certain fighters, but don't give a pass to people who got legitimate reasons. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Said my back, my legs, my neck, and my back. Man, fool, it's not even wet over there. That's why you got to tell me, Pacquiao. Shit, it's not even wet over there. You over here talking about some of my legs and my back. Man, you 42 years old talking about my legs, it hurt. Nigga, that means you shouldn't be in the ring again after this. What you talking about? Bro, you was looking mighty fine in that damn the training videos with Freddie Roach. What Freddie Roach said? Freddie Roach was like, yeah, if I see Manny Pacquiao slowing down, I will tell him that he's not supposed to do it. Nigga, how come you tell Manny Pacquiao that his legs was slowing down? They be over here capping, dude. Capping. Next thing you know, he about to talk about some, my legs was hurt until I got into some sea salt water. Fuck out of here. Sorry, dude. Manny, you a legend, but don't go out like this, my G. Don't go out like this, my G. Just chill out, Manny. But yeah, shout out to Manny Pacquiao. Shout out to Yugas, man. Yugas went out there with no eyebrows and kicked some ass. I told you, my pops is a big Manny Pacquiao fan. When he called me, you could just hear the humbleness in his voice. You're just like, yeah, son. Manny Pacquiao, yeah, he ain't win that one. There ain't no dispute about that shit. Man, that fight wasn't even close. And he's talking about he wants to do a rematch. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Whose mans is this? Matter of fact, if this is really y'all mans, like y'all say he is, y'all love Pacquiao, go tell him, dude, we love you, Manny Pacquiao, but please don't do this. Please don't do it. Real shit. Please don't do it, Manny. Manny's tripping, y'all. Real shit. He said my leg, my back, and my neck, all that shit. But like I said, it's all good, man. My thing is with like Manny Pacquiao, he wasn't really doing nothing. Like everything he did in that fight was things that I seen him normally do. Like he was fighting Keith Thurman like that too. But for some reason, Keith Thurman was the one who, what I'm saying, he took it. He the one who took the L. But even in that fight, that shit was really close. Said, man, he about to get slept. And you know what? I ain't want to post this on Twitter because I ain't want to start no shit again. Because whenever I talk about Manny, I start some shit. But so I was thinking to myself, like, dude, there was VADA testing in this fight. And for some odd reason, Manny Pacquiao didn't look like how he looked in the Keith Thurman fight. I mean, in the Keith Thurman fight, they kind of did the same, but he was faster in that fight. People could say, oh, it was 2 years ago. But I mean, I just remember Keith Thurman saying he don't give a fuck about no drug testing in that fight. And Manny Pacquiao looked spectacular. There was drug testing in this fight, and he looked very normal. It looked about a 42-year-old fighting. So it's so sad we didn't get to see Errol Spence face. It is what it is, dude. To be honest, here's my thing as a boxing fan. I'm a boxing fan, but when I notice that it's not competitive anymore, like it's where it's like, oh shit, like I start to feel bad for the other dude. Like, man, like prime example, Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence Jr. I ain't gonna lie, I was so hyped for that fight because I was believing all of that shit that they were showing in them fight hype videos and them snack videos of Mikey Garcia looking like Kangaroo Jack and shit. I was like, oh shit, he's ready. He's ready. And then going to the fight, he's getting this ass kicked from pillar to post, man. And it's around round 5. And I'm just like, dude, at this point, I don't even want to see the rest of this shit. This is bad. Round 9 was like, yo, y'all not going to throw in the towel? This is bad. So, yeah, I don't think I wanted to see Errol Spence beat the shit out of Manny Pacquiao like that, to be honest. It would have been bad, man. The universe works in mysterious ways. We should just be lucky it wasn't Errol Spence. He said Kangaroo Jack. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, man, look, I told myself, I said, if Mikey Garcia beats Errol Spence, all them snack products, I'm buying all of that shit. And then as soon as he lost, I said, snack? I'm tired of looking at this fucking snack shit. Hell nah. Y'all fooled me. Y'all had me thinking that Mikey Garcia was going to go in there and probably make Errol Spence have a very tough fight. That shit was like, what? That shit was a cakewalk for Errol. Errol threw every punch in the fucking book. Said, I remember watching it live and him putting his hands in the air at the end. I was like, oh, shit. Ah, man, I was kind of like, dude. It was I had a fight party for that too. And the people in my fight party, they was just like, dude, it was just like, what? This is ass whooping. I don't know. He's not knocking them out, but this is ass whooping. And then we just went about our day. And I was still watching because I paid money for it. I'm just like, dude, this is bad. Said, we worry about Errol's eye. That's going to be a problem for a while. Yeah, that's true, man. It's not like, oh, I get surgery and then I'm back. Like a surgery, people don't really understand. When you get surgery, right, you're not supposed to go back to doing the stuff that caused you to get this surgery. You know what I'm saying? Said art fight party be litty. Yeah, it does, man. I remember I did I don't know what fight. I know I was watching the Gervonta Davis fight, and I had a bottle of Moet, and Showtime actually retweeted that picture. I was like, yo, that's wild. But yeah, we was ready, man. The best fight party to date that I had though was Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, dude. Because if there's any fight that was gonna draw casuals' attentions, that's it. Because it was just lit, man. Two athletic and prime boxers going at it, dude. Can't beat that. And it was a very competitive fight at that, man. But let me tell y'all, hold on, I gotta like this first before I tell y'all about my fucking AB Manny Pacquiao story. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I have to get my I had to light this shit. I gotta use the stove and shit. I don't got no fucking lighter. I'm assed out. But let me tell you about the worst fight party I had. Oh my lord. It was Manny Pacquiao versus AB, yo. That shit was like, it was bad. It was real bad. Let me tell you why it was bad. Because first, before the fight even happened, I was promoting the hell out of that fight. I was telling people, yeah, AB about to do it for the hood. He about to do it for the hood. The can man showing up. Nah, the cable didn't shut off. It was just like this. It was just like I was telling everybody, like, yeah, the can man about to show up. He doing it for the hood. Everybody on my Facebook list and seen the I posted a screen record of AB clowning Manny Pacquiao, and that shit went viral on my Facebook. And I remember my friends and everybody was like, dude, when is this fight happening? When is this fight happening? And I'm like, yeah, it's about to happen. It's about to happen at my crib. What's up? We lit. We bringing the hood out. Man, I'm talking to my dad, and I'm like, Dad, you come to my party, man. It's gonna be lit, man. You know, AB about to do it for the hood. He about to do it for the hood. My pops was like, son, I don't know. Man, I'm telling you, I made bets with people. I had money here, money there. I'm like, yeah, AB about to do this shit. And I bought the pay-per-view. I'm talking about, man, I had a house full of people, yo. We chilling. We watching the undercards. We like, undercards, all right. We drinking, you know what I'm saying? Smoking, chilling, having a good old time. Manny Pacquiao come out. AB come out. We like, yeah, that's our boy, AB. Look, we had, man, I had the whole hood up in my apartment. But we was turning up, man. Dude, AB go out there and it's like gunshot. He ain't throwing no punches. He ain't doing shit. Dude, I'm just calculating all the money I spent. Like food, drink, trees, pay-per-view, bets, rent due. I'm like, yo, what the I'm just like around like round 7, I'm just like, give me that damn bottle. I'm drinking. I'm getting just drunk out of my mind, dude. Round 12 coming around. Dude, before they can even, bro, I kicked everybody out of my crib after that shit. Like, people was like, yo, because we were thinking, everybody was thinking AB was gonna win. So all these casuals from the hood, we just chilling. They just like, yo, this ain't it. I gotta go. So everybody just leaving. I'm kicking everybody out, and I'm just sitting there drunk as shit. I turn my fucking TV off. Face planted on my bed. Woke up to a whole bunch of people texting me. Nigga, AB ain't do shit. Yo, and then on top of that, people like, yo, where that money you owe me? And then I had Cash App everybody in disgrace. I'm like, oh my God, dude. It was just so bad, dude. It was bad, man. I even unfollowed AB on Instagram. I sent him a DM. I'm like, bro, what the fuck was that, bro? You ain't do this shit for the hood. You ain't welcome to my hood fighting like that, nigga. Said, Art, man, you got to back AB for life since he got you into boxing, even though he's a massive underdog against Spence. You know, and that's the thing. I need to stop being so hard on AB because shit happens, man. But like I said, AB was the person that got me into boxing, like really. And people might laugh and be like, oh, that's dumb, that's dumb. But nah. I was like a sophomore in high school when he was in his prime, basically. And I kept on seeing him on World Star Hip Hop and stuff. And I'm like tuning into his fights. I'm like, yo, this guy's, because you got to think about it. AB did bring back that splash, that swagger in boxing of a black American boxer. And they know this. Everybody know this. No matter if he haven't won a fight. Eddie Hearn still talking about, man, I got some money for AB. It's because what he brought to the table of boxing, dude. Man, and he's the youngest 4 division champion. So you can't take that away from him. He got me into boxing because I was like, yo, like that shit, his pops braiding his hair. Dude, I was a young dude doing the same shit, trying to get the waves going on. So I was really tuning into AB. And then he lost to McDonough, and I was just like, shit, shit happens. But then I still end up fucking with AB after the loss. I still remember all that shit. I remember going on World Star Hip Hop and watching Rich Homie Quan fight at AB's fight. He was fighting somebody in the crowd, and that's how you know this shit's been a while. When Rich Homie Quan was the dude, I remember watching on World Star Hip Hop, seeing him fight at an AB fight. Like AB, he brought the stars out and shit, man. It's just a flashy dude, entertaining. Like, this is what we care about in boxing, right? We care about being a good boxer and being entertaining, and he was that. It said AB used to be pound for pound. Crazy world, things change fast. It does, man. It does, man. And a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but some say that AB fought McDonough. McDonough had loaded gloves or gloves with no padding in it. Because I remember after that fight, he went in to fight Floyd. And it was like, Floyd was like, hold on, these gloves don't got no fucking padding. What is this? And then he's like, yo, what's the matter? This is the same gloves we used against AB. That's telling. I mean, it is what it is, yo. Shit happens, but it's such a long time ago. And AB's such a type of guy that may not get the best response from the public that people don't even want to look into it. They're like, whatever. It's fucked up, right? A lot of shit in boxing we got to look at. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I like Canelo a lot. I do. But he got caught with clenbuterol in the system after Triple G fight. Shouldn't that fight be ruled a no contest? This is not my opinion. Think about it. It's not just my opinion. He got caught with performance-enhancing drugs in the system. Robert Garcia said these are the same gloves you used against Cotto. I don't know. You got to rework that. I don't know. That's not it. Man. That's just crazy, dude. Really think about it. But okay, even if that's not what he said exactly, per se, because it was such a long time ago, even if that's not what he said, per se, it's still the fact that he fought Floyd right after fighting AB, and Floyd caught these gloves. Matter of fact, nah, we'll look it up. We'll look it up later. But I'm just saying, they fought right after each other. And one person caught it. That's all I'm saying, dude. But Robert Garcia, man, I seen a very interesting picture of him, dude. I've never seen this before until this year. It was a picture of like Robert Garcia, Margarito, and they're just like holding a brick. Hold on. They're like holding a brick, and they're like act like he's wrapping it around his hands. And I'm like, yo, that's not funny, considering that this dude got caught cheating. That's not funny. The fact that he's taking pictures like that is wild. Let me see if I can pull up that picture. Let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me see if I can find that shit. Let me see if I can find that shit. Ooh. That was on the HBO 24 Access for the Pac fight, I think. Yeah, it was for something, dude. And I'm just like, this shit is bogus as hell. I also seen, now that we're on the subject of like cheating and glove tampering. I remember watching one of those. It was like one of those face-off videos with Margarito and Floyd, and I remember Floyd talking about he was having sympathy for Cotto when it came to the glove tampering. He was like, "Yeah, man, it's fucked up. It's not supposed to be like that." You know. Let me know if you remember that. Oh shit, we got a special guest in the fucking building. We got a special guest in the building. We got a special guest in the motherfucking building. But yeah, that was on the HBO 24 Access. But anyways, look, this motherfucker throwing me off and shit. But yeah, I just remember they were talking about it. Floyd was just like, "Yeah, dude, it's messed up that what happened to you." But you know, Floyd just got back on his thugging shit, but he still said it. He was like, "Dude, it's fucked up." Floyd acknowledged that Margarito was a fucking cheater. For some reason, these boxers today, they're so fucking pussy. Not saying that they can't kick my ass, they probably could. But they so pussy to say that, hey man, Tyson Fury's a cheater, dude. They're afraid of the repercussions, dude. That was for the Floyd and Cotto face off where he said, I'm happy he got his revenge, and he never say fire his face like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He said some real shit. And fighters these days, they be so scary, like, oh no, I don't want to talk bad about this person. Like, dude, like, what happened to the boldness in boxing? Like, what happened to that? And that's why the older folks, they always have a reason to clown the younger generations, because it's like they have something to hold their head high about. They can be like, yeah, our fighters wasn't ducking nobody. I mean, they was ducking, but it wasn't on an extreme level like how it is now, where it's so open. So open duck, man. Like real shit. And here this guy goes. He says Margarito actually got caught with hard plaster in his wraps, but did anyone find anything in Fury gloves? I'll wait. Where's Fury gloves? I'll wait. Yeah, here they come. Here they come. Talking about some, yeah, we found this. Notice that the commission didn't found it, right? A coach had to find it. But let me go back to that other question, because this is an open show. He says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, says Wilder, who fired his trainer because he doesn't trust him despite trying to diss Fury for swapping trainers. Yeah, hard place to match. This morning, we ever show Malik take a dive against Wilder than Fury flopping at Muck's gloves. All gloves are kept by the commission after the fight, and they're cut in half. You know, he's supposed to be a Fury fan, but he don't even know the real news about Fury. Because first of all, somebody who has those gloves are Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill said he got those gloves. So what are you talking about? The commission don't got those gloves. And that's the thing. Man, these dudes be talking about that bullshit, man. But it's all good. Think about it. Tyson Fury fans don't even like connect with him because he turns his comment section off. The only people that Tyson Fury fans can connect with are Wilder fans. That's all they want to do is just troll us and talk to us and tell us all about their how they feel and this and that. Because their guy Tyson Fury, he blocks them. He says he's going dark. He's turning off the comment section. He don't even look at social media to respond to you guys. But you guys are fans of him. Crazy shit, right? Really crazy. But if it's not broken, why fix it? Why is Tyson Fury training switching? I just don't understand. How can you be switching trainers, or why would you switch trainers if you say you won the first fight and then you kick Wilder ass in the second fight, right? So why would you be switching trainers? Where is the sympathy for Ben Davison? Where is Ben Davison? Why nobody saying, damn, why is Tyson Fury, why is Tyson Fury, uh um, why is Tyson Fury firing these trainers? Where's Sugar Hill? Where's Ben Davison? Where are they at? Where are they at? I tell you where they at. They gone. They not in the UK training with Papa Fury. And then Tyson Fury's dad out here. Tyson Fury's dad out here talking crazy about the Kronk Gym. Saying the Kronk Gym, they ruining my son. He just came off a TKO win. What are you talking about? What is this? Dude, if we just, bro, that doesn't make any sense. Imagine if J-Rock, right? You know that masterclass performance he had against Hurd? Imagine if J-Rock's father comes out and say, man, I don't know what the fuck Breadman was doing training my son like this, even though he just kicked Jared Hurd's ass. This I don't like his fighting style. I don't like it. Let's get rid of him. Come focus with me in the UK, or go focus with me in Philly. It wouldn't make any sense because, dude, you just came from beating the dude's ass. What are you changing? Why would you change? Hey, Art, I was dealing with this weird ass girl boxing low IQ. You know, they're always weird. You know, like that meme I posted today, yo. Um, the meme I posted today, I gotta show you guys. That shit is fucking hilarious. Hold on. Excuse my language. Hold on. I said, when I open my Twitter app in the morning, this is what I see. Art made his shite, mate. I can shoot, paint, and box better than that, mate. Sitting on the couch, drinking some beer. Hating on me. British teeth and all. I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? What is going on with you guys? Dude, because of these dudes, I post a video of me just like at the gun range or some shit, working on my aim. That shit gets 3,000 views. Filled with just people from the UK, people I've never seen and probably never ever will walk past or go by. Talking about Art Man. What are you doing? Art Man this, Art Man that. That's just kind of weird. But then again, it's just like, it is what it is. Like, these people, they think Mr. Bean is funny. So what can you expect? You know what I'm saying? Said Fury is a career cheat. Yeah, it's in his nature to cheat. Bro, I said it on one of my lives before. I said, Fury fans don't even like Wilder versus Fury uh, uh, 2 fight. They just like the fact that Fury won and Wilder lost. And there's pictures of Wilder bruised up and shit. That's all they care about. Because if they really cared, they'd be like, oh man, Fury's fighting dirty as hell. Because people forget that in that fight, there was a point taken away. Uh, Rick asked me, he says, is Sugar Hill fired? I don't know. But one thing for certain, he is not with them in the UK. According to the post and all the information coming from John Fury. It's crazy that John Fury goes out and blasts the guy that gave his son a victory over Deontay Wilder. Psst, crazy, right? Yep, haters. Said Wilder career rests on this fight. He's done when Fury beats him. No, motherfucker. Tyson Fury career rests on this fight. Actually, and that's the funny part about it because documentation beats conversation, like the OG says. You know, It's documented that if Tyson Fury don't get his fat ass up and fight Deontay Wilder by October 9th, 2021, his ass has to retire. He has to retire. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Talk about his career rest. Dude, Wilder is about to beat the shit out of Tyson Fury. I hope you know that. Oh, man. I bought my ticket, but I'm in a situation where I got to move to different apartments and I'm just doing all this shit. I got to get U-Hauls and all that. So it's like, dude, what if Tyson Fury bail out again? I don't want to be in a situation where I bought another plane ticket in a hotel and this motherfucker's out. Like, dude, that's just crazy. But hopefully, man. So undefeated fighter's career is over if he loses once. The way he's gonna lose, and that's the thing. Here's the thing, man. We can't have conversations and all agree, even if you hate Wilder, you know for a fact that Wilder is considered one of the strongest punchers in boxing history. The way Wilder's talking about how he want to beat Tyson Fury, how he's gonna do this to him. Let's say it happens. You think Tyson Fury is gonna be able to withstand a full arsenal? Not just the right hand, left hands, right hooks to the body, left hooks to the body. You think he's going to leave that fight the same person? Nah. I say severe brain damage or closed curtains. Mm, mm. He might be looking like this. He might be looking like this guy. You see with the broken jaw? With the broken jaw? Yeah. That's how he might leave the fight, dude. I'm sorry, man. I hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? It's not I hate to say it. Fuck Tyson Fury, dude. Fuck him. Man, you should just see him in the videos, dude. I seen a video of him doing some type of MTV Cribs. His energy is just off, man. His energy is off. Tyson Fury's energy is off. Dude, I went on a UK channel today on Twitter. They have like these things called the little Twitter space. And I just quickly brought it up, man. I said, man, why is it that Wilder fans are more excited for this fight and Tyson Fury fans aren't? That doesn't make any sense. Tyson Fury just won, and Wilder's such a peasant. You guys should be looking forward to Tyson Fury ending Wilder's career, like they say. But nah, they know that's Judgment Day. They look at that shit like it's fucking Judgment Day. Like, oh, can you please not remind me of it? Dude, somebody asked me why did I bring up that fight. I'm like, dude, what do you mean why did I bring up that fight? The fight's coming up October 9th. You guys not excited? No, they're not excited. Because that's fucking Judgment Day. Say 8 board balls, all that type of shit. True. True, man. It's just like, how can you just be a supporter of this cowardice man? They're not going to tell you on ESPN, but I'm going to tell you right here. Check this out. It is very cowardly that a judge had to force you to fight a man that is accusing you of cheating. That is very, very, very cowardly, because not only did the judge order you, you had to pay money out of your pocket. Money you could have been putting in your savings for your children, all of your several children. You spent your hard-earned cash that you got from risking your life stepping in the ring to avoid fighting Wilder. Oh, man. That's very bitch, man. And all you had to do is beat him again like you just beat him. You know, me having logic as a man, a trustworthy man, stand up man. You know what I'm saying? I just can't resonate with that type of behavior. But there's people on this planet that do. But here's the thing. Tyson Fury fans are like cockroaches. They're like roaches. Because when you, I don't know about y'all, but I grew up in the hood, so you turn on the lights and the roaches scatter everywhere. Asking Tyson Fury fans, are you a Tyson Fury fan? Is like turning on the lights, because immediately they say, "Oh, I'm not a Tyson Fury fan." But I'm not a Tyson Fury fan. But you out here, man, these folks be defending Tyson Fury to the T, who put their life on it. And then when you ask them, "Are you a Tyson Fury fan?" No, 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 no. I'm not a Tyson Fury fan. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Stop playing games. So all of a sudden, nobody's a Tyson Fury fan no more. But oh no, I'm just gonna defend him. I'm gonna defend him. Make it make fucking sense, dude. I'm not fucking stupid. Come on, man. You look. You ever see Tyson Fury wearing people wear Tyson Fury clothing? No. But you want to know what clothing they do wear? My dude, Mr. Fist, he's always in the channel. He can contest to this. You know what I'm saying? He can agree to this. You know what I'm saying? He can agree to this. He spent $80 on a Cheat King hoodie. Custom made. I don't even got those. I don't even sell that. Only thing I sell is just the shirts. He bought a custom made hoodie of Cheat King. How many people you think spent money on that shirt? That undisputed fight shirt that Tyson Fury and AJ got. Come on now. Stop playing games. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty sure I sold more Art Man apparel shirts than those Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua shirts. Real shit. Real shit. We can pull their numbers. I can pull my numbers. And then Otto Wallen fucked Tyson Fury up, man. Fucked him up in that fight. Said if you made a Tyson Fury shit there, they'll probably buy it. Hell yeah. If I'm telling, look, they talk a lot of shit about me, but they indirectly admire me. They really do. They let me know how much they admire me. I'm telling you, motherfuckers will wear this Cheat King shirt. Let me turn my UK shipping on 100%. They will buy this shirt, especially after Wilder KO's Fury. I know it. I know it. Man, I'm telling you right now, I got to ship a package tomorrow to the UK of the Charlo twins that I painted up. And people are like, I just know the Charlos get a lot of hate from the UK, but for some odd reason, there's people that still want to wear that shit because they like these fighters. They just like the banner. They just like talking and just going back and forth, because I honestly believe they just be bored out there. So whatever we're doing out here is entertaining to them. It really is. So I went to this man's hometown, and on my mama, ain't shit of his on the streets. Ain't nothing on the streets of that. Dude, that Otto Wallen fight, let's be real. In that fight, that was supposed to be it's supposed to be over. Anybody knows that if that was any other fighter, the ref would have been like, oh, nah, this ain't it. Nope. This ain't it. It's over. It's over. But Tyson Fury and him having the connections that he does and him signing a deal for 5 fights for $100 million, they said, we ain't going to let that happen. You know, I honestly believe that I feel like I know more about Tyson Fury than his hardcore fans. or the people that say that they support this guy, because him getting caught cheating, it put a spotlight on him, and it made you look into his past and look into his history, and you just like, man, shit. The shit's fucking real. Hold on, my people hit me up on Instagram right now. Let me send this link out. Real shit. Real fucking shit, man. And be up on the cards where he was clearly losing. Like, boxing, they full of shit on boxing, dude. They pretend like they have morals and credibility and all that bullshit. But these motherfuckers be some low down, crooked motherfuckers. Like, that Casemiro fight really pissed me off with fucking Rigo. When he pushed Rigo on the floor, ran up and punched him like 3, 4 times. Like, if I was a referee, I'd be like, that's just over. That's over. Nope. Nope. He's out of here. Fuck that. No warning. No first warning. Nothing. He's out of here. You know why he's out of here? Because that is some bullshit. You intentionally threw punches on him while he was on his knee. 4 punches. I can see if he was like, oh, you was like, oh, okay, let me stop myself. But nah, you looked at him and kept on going, kept on going, kept on going. So therefore, it is what it is. But some of these guys, these refs, they be scared because it's like, dude, if I tell them, man, if I tell them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It might be over because I'm ruining somebody's money plans. Yo, can y'all hear me now? Hold on. Yo, can you guys? Yeah, y'all can hear me. Yeah, my bad, man.
Hello?
Yo,
Can you
what's
hear me?
good? What's going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm the
What's going on,
we've
bro?
talked bef- we've talked before. I'm the MMA boxing guy on Twitter.
Okay. Because I was, for a second there, I was thinking that you was somebody else, one of
I'm
those weirdo UK guys.
coming in with that British teeth fire, bro. Coming straight for you on your channel. I'm just hunting.
So yeah, man. I'm just in here cooking up, man. Real shit. Like, what do you think about? Man, we've been talking about this for a long time,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
I
true, dude.
swear, it
Crazy.
feel like we've been talking about this for a long time, man.
Yeah, facts. And it's shit's still not over. And slowly but surely, you have changed my mind on a few things. To be fair,
You remember the days where I was just considered like super crazy, right?
dude.
And shit just started to slowly like lean towards me, and people like, "Yo, what the fuck?" You remember that, right?
I remember that. I remember the funniest shit. No, it's like kind of like yeah, it was just like by yourself. Like it was really like by like it's like you like fighting off like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and it was like, and then in the end somehow you're fucking right. So that must have been the most satisfying shit ever. But
Dude, I'm telling you, like one day, that day was May 17th. I opened up my Twitter, dude. I swear I must have had about like 100+ notifications, man. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" It was just meme after meme after. Dude, man,
oh, do you remember? Do you remember when Michael Benson he posted a thing saying Wilder is going to fight? It was a fake account. It turned out to
Yeah,
be a fake account. Michael Benson posted a thing, and it was like Wilder's going to fight some like random Cuban bum, and everyone was like, "Oh, like 100 tags of you," and then that shit disappeared. That was funny. I was like, oh fuck, like they got you, Art man. And then I clicked on the account and it like disappeared. And I was like, what the fuck? And then you came on live like 10 seconds after.
Yeah, that shit was funny. It's like, dude, it's like a real life show. I should have started my YouTube. I was doing YouTube, but I wasn't really into it like I am now. I should have did it around that time, dude, because that shit was still funny. But we still going on. This shit is a trilogy, man. This is a real definition of a trilogy, man. I feel like we're in different chapters right now. Like, fuck.
It's gonna
We
be.
went. We
I
went.
feel like I feel like I'm more interested now, though. To be fair with you, like I'm more interested now than I would have been for July, just because of the extra time. But maybe that's because I'm on Twitter, so like we talk about boxing a lot. But maybe it might hurt the casual fan base because it just kind of disappeared versus building up. But just the fact like there's more convo about it now, and there's more people like, why was there this delay? What's up with this? Is there more time? Is Wilder going to be better now that he has even more time to prepare with Malik and stuff like that? So for
Even
me,
more time, like, dude, it's gonna make it real. Who has the momentum right now? And be honest.
the momentum, that's a good question. I would say I would say that Wilder has the momentum right now simply because of just the desire to win. Like he really like you can tell regardless of your feelings with him, he really wants it bad. And I'm not gonna front like I'm like this. Like I like Deontay. I think it's very black and white with Wilder fans. Like it's either you're with him 100% or you're not. I like him. I think he's a cool dude. I think he's funny, which is really rare. A lot of fighters don't have any personality. But when you hear him talk, like people were talking about step aside money. I'm like, bro, have you ever watched a Deontay Wilder interview in your life? Like he does not give a fuck about like this. Like you really think he's good doing this for a couple cash? Like no, like he wants to fight this guy. He truly, I have no doubt in my mind, regardless if I don't think that he cheated, I have no doubt that Deontay believes that. And he wants fucking revenge. You can tell in the manner that he speaks that he wants this fight badly. So when people are talking about like step aside, I'm like, shut up. Like, give the man his credit. He went to court because he wants to fight a guy. So even though he lost, and he lost bad, in my opinion, and he got beat up, he wants to be champion again. He wants his respect, He doesn't care that he's lost before. He wants to go in there. So he has a lot of momentum based on that. And then I think that the fact that Tyson Fury in his head was like, oh, okay, I'll never have to fight this guy again. And now all of a sudden he has to. That's got it can't be the same. It can't be the same. Versus your first loss and you get to fight the guy. there's a different, like, think about this. I'm talking a lot right now. Sorry. Think
No,
about
go
this.
ahead. Go ahead. We just cooking. Go ahead.
Think about this. How many people do you think Deontay Wilder has knocked out in his life? And amateur sparring over like 100, right?
Over 100 people. God damn.
Yeah. So there's a certain sense of indestructibility. Like I'm sure that Deontay thinks that he is like, and maybe this I often heard. I heard a guy who knew a lot about fighting at my high school was teacher, and he said that a fighter's greatest weakness is often also his greatest strength. So Wilder's belief in his right hand and his belief that he'll never lose was his strength for a long time. But in the end, I also feel like it hurt him a little bit. But now he felt like so unbeatable, and then to lose like that, the fire he got like embarrassed. Like a lot of people were joking about him. A lot of people, I can say this, like I'm not a colored individual, but I think people in the community also made fun of him, and that's just my perspective from the outside. Like sports shows
Yeah,
where
they even got him. They even got him on the song.
yeah, you had sports shows with black hosts, saying like, "Oh, yep, Deontay has no chance. He'll never win." Like he got beat up bad, and like laughing
Yeah.
at him. And I think there's a lot of motivation for
Man,
Deontay.
that type of stuff makes you like a GOAT because let's say he comes back and knock out Fury in devastating fashion. So it's like, God damn, what can you really say? What can you say?
That's some Muhammad Ali like
It's like
George Foreman.
George Foreman type shit. And like people don't understand like them doing all of this is gonna only make him bigger. It's only gonna make this picture back here worth more money.
Yeah, because his motivation must be fucking crazy right now. Like he must and then now I'm sure that like I told you before, like I think JD's is horrible. So now that he's actually learning stuff, regardless of how good Malik Scott is as a teacher, like he must be like, okay, like now I'm even better. Like he knows that he's better now. So that's really good.
And that's scary because all the shit that they said, oh, Wilder can't do or whatever, he's working on that shit. So now
I still think it could be better. To be honest, though, I don't know how.
this is his first year, or it's a year and a half with Malik Scott really as the full trainer, right?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't know if Malik Scott is the guy for the job, but we'll see how it
I
goes.
think he is the guy for the job. I think he's the perfect guy for the job.
I think that Wilder likes him.
Said, what up, Cuzzo? What's going on, man? Shout out to you, man, for copping them shirts, man. You got that devastating KO shirt. I still got to ship them shirts out tomorrow. But yeah, man. See, like, dude, man, what do you think about the motivation being in Wilder's corner when it comes to like his fans? Like, have you noticed that Wilder fans are hyped for this fight and Tyson Fury fans are not?
Yes, but I also I never believed that Tyson's Fury fan base was about Tyson Fury, and that's evident by his sales on anything. It's like, okay, they like Tyson Fury not because they like him, but because they feel that he can beat Anthony Joshua, and he can beat, because a lot of people don't like Anthony Joshua, a lot of people don't like Deontay Wilder, so they're like, oh yeah, we'll go with Fury.
Yeah, do you think that goes in with race as well?
Do I think that goes? I mean, of course, there's definitely an element of that. I think a lot of people just don't like when you say things that are like. Well, I mean, there's a lot of like stupid fan bases like in there. Like, there's a group that I like. I don't like hate anybody, but like just like a lot of like oldie fans. That is something that I really don't like, which is like
when they just like boxing these days ain't shit.
Or like they think that every old fighter ever would beat the shit out of every new fighter, and that's like, bro, like that's not gonna happen. Like people will tell you that like Floyd loses to Durant, and I'm like, bro, like
what?
I'm like, the guy literally, a lot of dude, you'll be surprised if you go on Twitter right now and you post a poll and you say who would win in their primes, Floyd or Durant, you will get a shit ton of people telling you Durant will knock out Floyd. And Durant's a great fighter. Like Durant's like the Pacquiao of their generation, but like, come on, like that's a horrible style matchup.
It is, because all that shit that Durant does will get nullified.
Yeah, and it's like anytime that Floyd has fought a smaller fighter than him, like the shit has not gone good for them. Like it looks like a sparring session.
He makes boxing look easy, but then it's not easy. But he makes it look easy. Like the way he beat Canelo, he made it look easy. Like, oh, all I gotta do is put my shoulder out like that, and the punches bounces off.
Well, it was also what really impressed me when he fought Pacquiao was like his foot speed. Like his feet never stopped, and it's like, oh, like this guy. Like people would think that Pacquiao's footwork is really good. It's like no, like it's not just that Floyd's hands are faster, but his feet are significantly faster too. So he was like fucking moving around, changing angles and shit, and like Pacquiao just could not deal with that.
Pacquiao couldn't deal with Yuga's big ass. That shit was funny as hell, man. Like,
Yeah, nah, that was sad for me. Like I felt bad for him.
man, the very first thing I noticed when they stepped in that ring and the bell rung, I said, dude, Yugas looks big as hell.
Pacquiao's a small guy. That's what
Pacquiao looks
that
small,
surprised
dude.
that surprised me when he fought Broner and they were at the weigh-ins. I was like, God damn, Pacquiao looks bigger than Broner.
What do you think about Bro?
But yeah, Ugas, you know. Oh, I think Conor Benn would beat him.
Bro, that shit would be funny as hell if AB beat Conor Benn.
Bro, it's not, dude.
Impressively.
AB is the guy who gives good advice that doesn't follow any of that shit. Like, you know that one guy who gives you good advice, like about like saving your money, and then he goes to like the casino like at night and he fucking blasts it all, like his Christmas bonus. That's AB.
Yeah, but you know,
but I feel bad. I feel bad for him. Like I feel like that he had like really looked up to Floyd, and then once he started losing, like Floyd disappeared from him. So like, you know, shit just went down.
Yeah. But AB, he gotta have some accountability too, because
Nah, AB has been on his bullshit.
He could really turn it up if he wanted to. Like, instead of him going to everybody's fights and all that shit, he should just be off of social media, just be in the gym training.
Or like he looked. I thought when he got with Kevin Cunningham, right, and he fought Vargas, I was like, okay, we got something here.
Yeah, that was a good fight. I thought AB won that fight.
Yeah, it was looking bad at the beginning, but like the fact that, but it's like even when you. Like you, I know that you watched like that YouTube thing that he was putting out with him and Tank because they were both on the same card.
Yeah.
And Kevin Cunningham was like, "Stop rapping and start like throwing your hands," because in sparring he also doesn't throw his fucking hands. And Wilder and AB was like, "Shut up! I had this guy on the defense the whole time. I know what I'm talking about." And it's like, bro, you're not fucking listening. Like there's proof right here that this guy in training camp isn't throwing his hands. His coach is telling him to throw his hands, and he's saying no. Like I know what I'm doing. Like fuck me.
Do you think he has like a hidden shoulder injury or something?
No, I just think that I think he's in the wrong weight class because in the lighter weight classes, because he hits hard for 147 too. Like he hurt Jesse Vargas. Like he can punch, you know. So in the lower weight classes, he didn't need to punch as much, right? Because he just needed to be accurate. Because one punch is all it took. So okay, he shoulder rolls something, he comes back with the right hand, and then boom, they're down. So the output wasn't necessary. But as you go up, like that's why Manny Pacquiao is successful. Because as he goes up, it's like okay, I can't knock these guys out, but I still have power, so I have to throw way more to keep these motherfuckers off me. And
but look at guys like Tank. I noticed something about Tank. Tank doesn't throw a lot of punches. He just throws real accurate punches.
Yes, but that's also because
bombs.
But Tank doesn't have the physical attributes that AB has because Tank is much like his arm reach, like stuff like that. Like he can't be throwing like crazy because he'll get countered more. But AB is like long, like he has a longer frame than Tank, so he can actually he could actually not have to do that. Like Tank is doing it out of necessity. But like if he was longer, like he wouldn't do that. That's why you see in the lower weight classes he actually throws more. Like when he was fighting Leo, he was actually throwing more than he was with Mario because he's like, fuck, I gotta be more careful with Mario.
Who would win 135 AB against Lomachenko?
Loma.
Hell no. Dude, I got the 4th division champion on that one.
I don't consider AB a 4 division champ.
I don't consider Betty an 8 division champ.
Ring Magazine is better than is a recognized title, while the regular belt is not a recognized title. And even if you didn't, he'd still be the record for the most divisions. It would be him, except he would share it with Oscar.
Hey man, what you think about Charlo's situation today?
Oh well, at first I was surprised because I was like, are we sure this is not Jermell? Because Jermell is like the calm one out of the two, right? Like it'd be like it's kind of funny watching their interviews together because they'll make Jermell like mad, like just like jokingly, but you can tell that Jermel actually gets mad. Like one time he was like, "Oh, like I taught my little brother how to dress when he came back from like he had to go to a different school because he got expelled or something." And like if you like watch, that was like a Showtime podcast. Like Jermel actually got like he was like, "Bro, that was one time." Like he actually gets like mad, you know. But I was surprised. But once I read it, I was like, okay, like what the fuck? This waitress said that his card got rejected 3 times, right? He gave her his debit card. She came back. He was, I mean, probably drank a little bit. I mean, like who wants their steak with water? I mean, you know, you gotta
Me.
you gotta you gotta,
That's
you gotta,
exactly what I'm about to eat.
you gotta brush the palate a little bit with some wine.
But I get what you're saying. You out with your guys and y'all having a good time.
And then he's probably already mad that his credit card denied 3 times. He's like, fuck, like something's up. He gives her her debit card, and then she comes back and she says, I can't find your debit card. And he's like, what the fuck? So, like what kind of server?
Like, man, fuck this shit. I'm out this bitch.
Well, no, but then the problem is that he took her, like, you know how like waiters have those little books that they shove the cards in? Like he took those, but I think he accidentally took both, right? Because he found his ID and he just took it, and then the other one had some cash in it. And I think it was just a misunderstanding, I guess. But even though he's less angry than Nell, like I still think that those guys are quick to anger. So like he probably just got like too emotional, did something he shouldn't have. But they said that shit was like a felony charge, which is
that shit was crazy. But you see how they try to do back, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 from my subscribers, man. There's this thing called white laws, and there's Negro laws. White laws, same thing as Negro laws a little bit, but they just don't get charged for it. Black folks, we get charged to the fullest extent of the law, dude.
I can't lie. A felony charge on some.
Like what? A felony? What? So
I'm
you're telling me I can't own a gun now? I can't own a gun now?
Well, I don't think it's because of the gun, is it?
No. I'm just saying in general, when you get a felony, you can't own a gun, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Or I can't leave the country.
And then she was like, someone brushed against my leg as they were exiting. I'm injured now.
Yeah, I'm injured. Yeah, we know that. Yeah. But living in the country that we're in, that story can stick. She thought it would stick, but Charlo, he just not that big enough for you to do that. So they try to do some shit like that with T.I., I think, before.
Always, I don't feel like the Charlo brothers. Yes, no, bro. The Charlo brothers, come on.
They always trying to tear a black man down. I don't feel like.
That's not what I'm doing. The Charlo brothers are known for getting angry, and then
but it was believable. It was believable because you're like, damn, these dudes is always spazzing out. So it makes it believable. But
yeah, but like okay, like for instance, like okay, maybe like. Yeah, because they do spaz out, like you're saying. But if someone said that about Wilder, like I would be like, "What?" Like that's not actions you expect from him because he's always very respectful to everyone else. Like he always says like blessings and he shakes like people's hands and shit like that. Like like even though I know that he'll get angry with his opponents, I know that he's not like a spaz like that. But like Jermel and Jamal will freak out like on a media member. Like I remember one time, a media guy. Was like trying to like big up Charlo like at a thing. He's like, I want you to fight Triple J. I want you like, what does it take for these fights to happen? And he's like, you know exactly what it takes. It's like what? Like okay, like this dude's saying that he wants these fights, and then he was like, but people always like people always trying to like twist the narrative, and he's like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, exactly what I mean by that. And it's like, okay, bro. Like,
and then he had to apologize the next day. I remember that shit.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
These guys, they got some loose screws, man. But I don't know what it is, man. I just, sometimes I believe that boxers have a mentality that they,
the world's against them.
The key to success in their life is violence, and violence. I'm not saying that every boxer thinks like this, but some of these dudes, they just be like, fuck it, this is how I handle situations with my fist or,
that's similar thing with the like excuses. Like that's why fighters always make like it's like they have to up themselves so much. The belief has to be so much that to fathom thinking that someone beat you because they were better than you. It's like no, that's not what fucking happened. What happened?
Testosterone is heavy. It's heavy. But, that shit with Wilder, we all seen that shit. And it's so funny, man. What do you think about Tyson Fury doing everything in his power to avoid fighting Wilder? Like going to court, paying lawyer fees.
Well, I think we talked about this before that we have different opinions. Like you say that it's messed up to spend millions of dollars to avoid someone, but I said that he just did the same thing. Raheem, not sorry, he did. Rockman did because he wanted the bigger money fight, which is maybe might be like the most money that he'll ever see in like $175 million in Saudi. So
I find that hard to believe because he wasn't even training for that fight. He was drinking whiskey.
well, I mean, is that
in the pool? I mean, the lake in
is that
5-degree weather.
is that against Fury's previous behavior? You don't think he's ever done that before?
It shows behavior of him not having control of his career, like he said. I really looked into this shit, man. Tyson Fury is, the storyline. It was perfect, but it has flaws, dude. I'm telling you, man. Think about it. Imagine if that video never came out of him with his glove flapping back and forth. Just imagine. We would never, ever even bring this up. Anthony Joshua versus Fury probably would have happened.
Yeah, but Wilder would still have said something along the lines of, "I feel that I was drugged. I feel that because that was people forget that he said other things too. He said that the Kronk camp because he said Anthony Durrell is trained by Sugar Hill. So one of his I don't know if it was Durrell or Durrell's brother got in a corner and was screaming because you can actually hear that footage of that guy screaming, saying which I do think that affected Breland, to be honest. I know that it's different, but I honestly think that Breland is just an old dude. And then he heard that, and then that entered his mind that he could stop the fight because this guy's screaming at him to stop it, and he's like, you know what, fuck it, and then he stopped it.
My thing is it's like this. It's not hard to believe, man, because the fact that
it is in the Breland part because we have no.
Check this out. Holyfield himself, right? He said, man, what is so crazy to me, just hear me out. Holyfield himself said,
you should know Holyfield's history, though.
Man, I know Holyfield's history.
Being an excuse maker himself.
Holyfield thought something was wrong with his heart because he said, man, when I went in the ring, I couldn't get my heart rate up. And I'm like, yo, why is my heart rate not going up?
But he actually had a heart condition.
It wasn't a heart condition because he had echocardiograms, EKGs, and all that shit.
For the Riddick Bowe fight, the third fight, it was confirmed that he had a heart thing. You don't know this?
Dude, he even said it himself in the interview. He said, I thought it was my heart. It wasn't my heart. It was the water. Things that they made whole. Man, I remember watching the Chasing Tyson documentary, and they had a whole segment on his heart. And for him to just be in 2021 and say, man, it wasn't my heart. It was the water. It's just, it makes you think, right?
But this guy's also a conceptual. This is a guy who's made excuses for every loss he's ever had.
I'm not play his credit in the ring because the brother, he's a good boxer. He's a legend, man.
Yeah, of course he's a legend, but he's also made excuses for every fight he lost.
Am I supposed to believe that there's no possible way that you could be drugged in boxing?
I never said that.
I'm just saying because it's like when Wilder brings it up, people automatically try to shun it. Like, oh no, that's never.
Yes, but he was Mark Breland isn't the only one who gave him water. Didn't JD's also give him water during the fight?
Yeah, but my thing is with the water. This is my conjecture.
My problem is what's up with the loyalty to JD's, but the disloyalty to Mark.
My thing is, I honestly believe that.
Yeah, but that could also be from the water being cold.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just responding. He said the water wasn't clear. Well, water's cold. Like
my thing is
on the side.
With Mark Breland. I'm not going to say that Mark Breland spiked Wilder's water, but I honestly believe that he knew that if he gave him a certain water bottle, it would have him not feeling himself.
Mark Bruin is not a poor
And
man.
I don't,
He there's
bro,
no
man,
there's
I,
no.
I don't care about that because
What's his
Mark
motivation?
Breland, sto-
10 years
Mark
of
Breland
investment.
stole. He went to the enemy's platform.
After the
No,
guy
no,
that he, like,
no.
after the guy
We
that
still
he
don't do
tried,
that. I'm sorry, but
after 10 years of loyalty to a guy,
I'm telling
and
you,
then
in our community,
he says that you
in
tried to kill him, and he tried to bring
in
your
the
crew
Black
there.
American community, that's something that you don't do. You don't go to the ops. You don't go to their platform and disrespect. I don't know if you've seen a movie called You Got Served. You ever seen that movie?
No, never.
Never seen the movie? Oh man, you should watch it. It's a dancing movie. Well, in the
Oh,
movie,
I didn't know
no,
that was your
in the
taste on
movie.
that.
I'm saying this to say this. Check this out.
Yeah.
In the movie, the guy double crossed, and the community looked at him very, very shady like because he went to the opposition's team and battled against the other opposing team. You know, the black team. And it's like, dude, you don't do stuff like that in our community. Hell no. Mark really went out and said Wilder doesn't jump rope. That's a lie. He says
No,
Wilder
he
doesn't hit the heavy bag. That's a lie. Wilder doesn't listen to me. He doesn't do this. So you're showing signs of animosity. You're showing signs of you guys had a bad relationship. So you telling me there's no way in hell that you can
from the time
water?
From the time
water? Come on, bro.
From the time that Wilder won the title, and this is words from himself that he said that once I won the title, I stopped doing the things I should be until after the first Fury fight. So in the Brazil fight, he started doing stuff again. But he said it himself. I would come in, I would barely do like the jump rope. So yeah, you might have a clip of him doing jump rope 5 years ago. But how often?
The man went on enemy platform and says Wilder don't jump rope, and I can pull up video footage of Wilder jump roping. What is this?
He said it himself though that he stopped doing.
Okay, he said that, but I seen the footage. Now what?
What? No, but I didn't. He didn't say. He never said I didn't jump rope for the entire time. He just so sure. Like if I eat healthy once, it doesn't mean I'm eating healthy all the time. You know.
I totally understand.
He got overconfident and he stopped doing because he started late in boxing. He started late in boxing. So in the time that he had, he should have been taking advantage of that and training hard. Now I don't blame him for because it's very easy for me to say because I'm not the one in there. But I'm just saying that we also have to take account that he wasn't doing the things he was supposed to do for a while.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Now, check this out. Now we're on trainers and this and that. What do you think about Tyson Fury canning both of his trainers that arguably got him wins?
Well,
the one arguably got him a win, right?
I don't know if he can Sugar Hill. That's actually the first time I heard about that. When you brought that up.
You didn't hear Papa John Fury?
No, I don't watch John Fury clips. I don't watch any Tyson Fury clips.
Papa John Fury, he says, man. He said the Kronk Jim's style is ruining my son. My son is becoming one-dimensional. He's gonna get flatline fighting Wilder like that.
I think John Fury is.
I'm like, what?
I think John Fury is like jealous. Like I think John Fury wants to. I think John Fury wants to be like Tyson Fury's coach, so that way he can say like, "Oh, like, I'm the one who made Tyson." Like what?
But if you're Tyson Fury, why would you listen to your father who can't even come to this country? And you're going to be fighting this country. You don't have a training camp in the UK and fly over here like, dude.
Well, maybe he'll come back in September
and train with Sugar Hill.
Yeah, or maybe Sugar Hill will fly out there.
Who knows? I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying the fact that his father is on record dissing the Kronk Gym. He said, you know what he said in his exact words? He said, in the Kronk Gym, you either knock your opponents out or you get knocked out. That's how they fight over there.
That's kind of true, though.
I said, damn, that's fucked up. It's true. But why would you be saying that about my gym, the people who just got your son a victory over the strongest puncher in boxing?
Yeah, but John Fury isn't represented. Like the Tyson can't tell John what to say. Like John would not listen to him.
I mean, it looks like Fury listening because he over there in the UK training with his pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there have been a lot of fighters who have trained trainers throughout their career.
What do you
Like a
think about
lot.
that though? He's canning two fighters, or he canned one fighter trainer for sure, and now he's
Well,
allegedly canning another trainer.
um,
This trainer actually got him to win this time.
I don't think it. I don't think it really matters. I'll explain. I think once you reach a certain level of experience, a trainer like has a very minimal effect. It just gives you different outlooks, like different views. Like right, like it doesn't matter if Floyd trains with Roger, or he trains with Senior, or he has like a different trainer.
Oh, okay. So Tyson Fury on that type of level, Godflow,
No, that's not. I just did
huh?
no, not even a little bit. But I'm just saying, like once you've been boxing since you were like 10, like you already are the fighter that you are, in my opinion. So like a good trainer obviously helps, but I don't think it matters that much.
Hold on, I'm looking at this.
They
They
must.
must be listening because Tommy Fury changed camp after Tyson Fury came home. Yeah, Tommy Fury was training under Shabir. Yeah, I mean, look, it's like this, dude. The way that they're moving, can you agree that it's very shaky for a guy who just won a battle like this? Can you agree that he's moving very shaky leading up to this fight? Like, come on, COVID, dude. Stories of you getting knocked out in sparring that's not being denied.
Well, no, you don't. Very rarely are knockout things denied in sparring. Like very rarely do people come out and address them because they're just like don't even give that like
Because
any like.
sometimes, most of the time, it's true.
You think so? I think most of the time it's fake.
They say Errol Spence knocked out AB in sparring, and nobody's saying that's not true.
Well, no,
They
they
said,
actually they have come out and said that's not true, and then later they admitted that it was true.
I mean, yeah, and then
Okay, they said that they
guys
said
like Mayweather, they said Errol Spence, gave him a black eye or a bloody nose or whatever.
well they said that
And
Zeb they said that Zab Judah knocked out Floyd in the build up to the Pacquiao fight. And that was like a big topic. Like everyone was saying that Zab Judah like knocked him down or knocked him out sparring, and that was a big topic leading into that. And obviously, I think it wasn't true because look at his performance in there. Bro, you still there? No, it's not about firing your trainer. It's about the allegations made about your trainer after you fire them. But it's cool. Respect your opinion. Uh, I'm I'm hosting our man's channel right now. Oh, how are you guys? Oh, he's gonna sue Mark Breland too.
yeah, this should be tripping, man.
Oh, you're back.
But check this out. That's Papa John
Papa John, like the fucking pizza.
and fucking Tommy Fury.
Who-
The fuck are they training in? What is this? It's fucking YMCA. And then Mike Coppinger would talk about Wilder's fucking good ass gym. Look at this shit.
Oh yeah, the Wilder's gym. The fucking the ice thing looks cool. The like rejuvenation ice thing.
Exactly. But here we got fucking boxing writers hating on professional millionaires fucking home gyms. That's just fucking crazy, dude.
Well, they did that with Manny too. They were like, what the fuck?
I don't fuck with none of them guys. Hold on. But yeah, man. So if it's like like the saying says, dude, If it's not broke, why fix it? Why is Tyson Fury and team trying to switch things up, man? What's going on?
Well, Wilder brought that up in the.
Yeah, what's going on?
And the didn't Wilder bring that up in their first press conference? Not the recent one where he didn't talk. The one where like
The
before,
second fight?
yeah, and he was like, "Well, why are you training trainers if you like think that?" And then he said that's who I am,
Yeah, that's true.
which is which is accurate to him. He's a guy who does not keep shit the same at all.
But I honestly believe that this time around it's different because you remember why would Tyson Fury's dad not be confident after Tyson Fury beat Wilder? Leading up to this fight, leading up to the July fight, the father was like, "Dude, man." Basically, he was telling us everything, but my son's about to get his ass knocked out.
Well, yeah, I think John Fury is like a. I already explained that. I think that he wants to train Tyson himself, so that way he can get credit. So I feel like he just says a lot of
So
stuff.
he just wants to train Tyson Fury, so he's willing to smear his son's name and have him looking bad in the light.
Yes, I actually believe that. Yes.
God damn, what type of father is he, right?
Well, I mean, I don't think that he dislikes Tyson. I think that he loves Tyson. But like when sorry, I'm trying to think. It was the interview that we're talking about where he was talking about when he was saying this was like one of the first ones where he talks about how he was how he was saying that Fury is surrounded by a whole bunch of yes men, and then he goes, but he won't listen to me. Like, who am I? You know. So like that sounded like kind of hurt. Like I think like he wants to be like the leader, like not a leader. He wants to be like the second in command in Fury's camp. Like whatever he says goes. Like head trainer type shit.
He want to be the Malik Scott of Tyson Fury's camp.
I would say he wants to be the Floyd Senior of the camp. I think that if Malik Scott says, "Hey, we got to run 5 miles," Wilder goes, "I don't want to run them." He's not running them.
Oh, that's what you think? It's like that.
I like and I don't say this randomly. I say this because one time Wilder said in an interview, he said, "If a trainer ever told me it's my way or the highway, I would kick him to the highway," which I thought was kind of funny. But
Shit. See, Wilder, now he's focused, man. Really, really focused, dude. And he's looking really good in the trainer videos, man. Can you agree?
he looks better, but I think people are also saying like he looks like amazing in them. It's like I don't see anything in the pad work that you go like wow, like we've never seen this before.
I can see that pad work and it's looking amazing because I know the power, especially.
No, that's true because of his power.
There's one video of them saying, "Oh man, Malik Scott is fucking exaggerating those fucking punches, man." Because they were basically indirectly saying that, damn, they know that's just fucking hitting. He was hitting the fuck out of those mitts.
No, it's true that because of his power, like the technique doesn't have to be perfect. Like, he doesn't even have to be very good at like all the stuff. Like those body shots we were talking about, the left hand body shots. Like like he was doing like triple hooks to the body of Malik, and I was like, it doesn't even matter like how good the technique is here. Like the power alone, like that will be enough.
Like people, you know what I hate the most from Tyson Fury fans? Not really hate, but what I just dislike is basically Tyson Fury. Fuck, I lost my train of thought because somebody just sent me this video. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me flip this camera.
See, like look at the left hooks to the body, right? Like he doesn't torque a lot in them, which is okay. Different fighters do different things.
Nah, he's doing it right, man. I'm telling you, look.
No, but he's not like shifting his hips a lot in that.
Yes, bro. Yes, he is. What are you talking? Bro, he's doing that shit to the T. Hold on. Let me show you.
The hooks to the body.
Yes. Yes.
No, I mean, it's all subjective. I'm not a real fighter.
I mean, I be
So
a motherfucker crack. I ain't saying I'm a real fighter like them, but Art Man got a year of real boxing training under his belt. Because once upon a time, I thought I was going to be a boxer.
what happened?
I thought about my brain, and I was
Yeah,
like, nah,
dude.
I'm good.
Unless you're gonna be like the top, like there's no point, you know. I think all fight fans think like that. They're like, "Fuck, man, what if I was champ? What if I was champ, man?" And then they think like, fuck. And then you're like your first time sparring. I remember like the first time I sparred, I was like, "Oh fuck, like
Nah,
this is not like I just thought that you just like think that like you because like you watch stuff like you think that you're gonna be like better than the average person, you know? Like you're like, oh, like I shadow box, like I'll be all right in there, and then like your reflex, like your instinct to like want to cover up, like or like react the wrong way when a punch comes, like it like takes over.
look at this shit right here.
Yeah, I like the combos up there with Malik, the left hook that follows. I often said that he should follow up with a left hook if the right hand misses. I like that. I like the
And
jab. I like the
the
jab to the
straight
body.
jab to the stomach.
I would
Right,
like a.
right
I would
there.
like.
Oh yeah, right there. And then he got him slipping Tyson Fury's jab. Two, look,
But we also have to take into account Tyson Fury feints a lot too, and Wilder.
it don't matter because Wilder's gonna press it to him. That's gonna be bad, dude. If Wilder's coming at him like this, what is Tyson Fury gonna do? Try to feint? His body is right there, and he's
Well,
flat.
yeah, but Tyson Fury also moves a lot too,
Dude,
so
with Tyson
you can move a
Fury,
lot.
the reason why Tyson Fury gets off is because he's able to move his head. Wilder was swinging for his right hand to the head all night. He was anticipating that shit. And Tyson Fury, being as tall as he is, he's just pulling his head back, just moving back. That's it. You're staying out of Wilder's reach.
But
Now,
he also has a longer reach than Wilder, which would take
yeah,
into
but
account.
now,
And he's much bigger.
yeah, now look. Let's be real. Do you honestly believe in your heart that Tyson Fury is going to go in there and try to walk Wilder down like he did last fight?
I think
Honestly,
yes, I think he will, but not at the beginning half.
his dad is afraid of that. His dad is literally afraid of that. That if Tyson Fury goes in there and tries to walk Wilder down, it's going to be fucking bad.
No, I do think that the video that he does look fast in those clips. The punches look crisp. I was just saying something about the body shots, but yeah, I definitely think he looks better than he did before.
Look, I'm telling you, if he does this combination to Tyson Fury right here,
And that's true. Wilder should feint more himself.
that dipping low and then swinging. Look, this sequence right here. If he does that to Tyson Fury, that's a knockdown right here. Look, check this out, y'all. Can y'all see it? If he does this sequence right here, right here. Yep.
So you don't see that at all. He looks. Let me just say that he looks good in these clips, right? But you didn't. You're not seeing what I. You don't think he's like twisting enough in the body punches?
I think he is.
Okay.
He's not Canelo Alvarez, dude. Canelo Alvarez,
he fucking
all the way in. Yeah.
Spence too though. Spence does that a lot too. He really twists into the body punches. Like when he fought Ocampo, like he twisted like.
But you gotta understand, Wilder is a tall heavyweight, dude.
Yeah, but you can still do that. Lennox used to rip like twist.
This is not Lennox Lewis. This dude got two bombs in his hand. A fucking bomb in his right hand.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. Look, check this out, man. Dude, it would be so crazy if Wilder's doing all of this just to knock Fury out with the same 1-2.
Well, we have to count though that he hasn't done a lot of the things that we're seeing in these clips. He hasn't done them a lot in actual fights though. So
what? The brother Tay Jones, man.
He hasn't done.
He's saying, man, he's doing all this shit in training camp. I mean, fucking spar partners and all that. Malik Scott said, either he said it yesterday and they posted it today, but he said, man, the new Wilder would knock out Wilder in 2 rounds. The old he said the new Wilder will knock out the old Wilder in 2 rounds, man.
Yeah, but we also always hear fighters say that it's different when you're in there.
Bro, the way he's speaking is not like Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach is like, yeah, baby, back, yeah. You know, he's just like, he's like this, you know, he's good, man. He's just great.
Well,
but Lee Scott is really talking like, dude, like Wilder is that nigga right now. We can see it. Okay. We're doing a little film study here, man. That sequence right there, where he dips low under Fury long ass arms and crack him straight to the center of his stomach.
See that one right there? I thought that one was a good one. The one to the center. That one was a good one.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I'm just saying, man. Like, dude, man. Like, it's real out here, man. And what does Tyson Fury do? Let's look at Tyson Fury's training.
Hey guys, episode 8 of Karate Combat was great.
Oh, my guy GSP.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, it's Tyson Fury. This is Tyson Fury's training camp, cuz. Bronze Bomber is a pussy while I'm eating ice cream and cheesecake with bananas, sugar on top of sugar. Okay. Dude, if he does all that and no punches don't hurt Wilder and he fucking lands a straight right, that sequence is over, man.
Yeah, but we also have to take how much bigger. What do you think Wilder's going to weigh in at this fight?
I think Wilder's going to come in light.
You know, and if Fury comes in at 270, and we saw that he was struggling in the clinch. You know, that's a lot of weight to be.
It's not going to be no clinch. It's not going to be no fucking. What's his name? Kenny Bayless ass.
You don't think Kenny Bayless is a good ref?
Lord. Kenny Bayless. Oh Lord, Tyson Fury, don't you? You can't put your elbow in his face. Like what the fuck, like dude.
Well,
Tyson Fury was doing was like what the bro. Let's be real. We know boxing. There's a round where fucking Wilder literally like got pushed over Tyson Fury's foot, like he tripped him, and the fucking Kenny Bayless was like 1, 2. It's like, bro, what the fuck was that? It was like a
wait,
dude.
He started counting?
Yes. It was a sequence where Wilder fucking tripped. He literally tripped.
Oh, I remember him. I remember that they like fell over each other at like one point.
Yeah, and he started counting. So of course Wilder's thinking like, dude, I got this crab in a bucket. Referee, like, what the fuck?
Dude, I didn't understand what he meant by that. Like, I went over that video like 3 times. I was like, what the fuck is a crab in a bucket?
Oh, you never heard that saying before? Crab in a bucket? Never
in my life.
Never in your life.
Crab in a bucket, never.
Okay, a crab in a bucket, right? It's like, I don't know if you ever seen literally crabs in a bucket.
Yes.
When one crab tries to get out, another crab pulls it down because we would rather all struggle together, rather you get up and then helping us get up.
Oh, I thought that was referring to him being. I thought he was trying to say that. I get what you mean. So he's kind of like saying,
like he's a coon.
Yes, exactly.
That's what he's saying.
Dang, I didn't. That's not what I thought. What he meant. I just realized that. Oh, that's a good
analogy.
Crab in a bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought he was trying to say that he was drunk. I heard that. That's what people were talking about. Like I thought.
I think he was drunk too. Shit.
I thought. Wow, I thought he was talking about like the crab rather have us all struggle together.
Crab pull you down.
Oh my goodness, that's funny, bro.
My dude, Felix says, "Are you Adam's best friend?" Nah, my dude, he doesn't know Alex.
Who's Adam?
You don't know that. You don't want to know Adam, my man. He's a real Tyson Fury fan.
Oh, is that the guy? Actually, I do think I know who Adam is. He's the guy who posts the pictures of the he posted pictures like anytime he posted a glove picture, he'll post like another glove picture saying like
No,
look, right?
he's not on Twitter.
Oh,
He's
okay.
on Instagram.
Oh no, that's David. Sorry, my bad.
He's another guy. He wears a fucking cap, like a golfer's cap. And every time he goes on the video, it's gray. He lives in fucking Thailand or some shit. But he's from the UK. And he's a real Tyson Fury fan. Like, he knows everything about Tyson Fury. He knows Tyson Fury's a fucking scumbag. And he knows Tyson Fury cheated, but he's just like, fuck Wilder. That's the crazy part about it, man.
No.
You know, you got to understand, like, there's a whole different mentality when it comes to these Fury fans, dude. Or
Yeah, but like, so
Wilder.
that's insinuating that like that's what I mean. Like with Wilder fans, like it's this perception that's like black and white. You know, like it's like oh, like if you don't rock with Wilder, like you fucking hate him, bro. Like I think that's on both sides though.
Dude, I sell shirts of the painting I did of Wilder, and a lot of the times, I'm not gonna say most of the times, but a lot of times it's the last name is like Garcia or Lopez or, you know, because Wilder has a unique fan base. It's not just Mexicans. Like, people fuck with that artwork and they fuck with Wilder heavy.
I'm grateful to have Wilder. I'm grateful to have him.
It's black, white, Mexican. I swear I showed the shirt, the back in blood shirt of Wilder. That's not fucking Mexican, white, Asian.
That's not what I meant by black and white. I meant because
he got a lot of fans, man. It's not just
no. That's not what I meant. I meant like it's either like if you don't rock with Wilder like 100%, like you don't believe everything, then like you're not with like you do not like Wilder. Like you're a Tyson
man.
fan.
At this point though, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When it comes to black people, this is different from other people because you got to think about it, man. Let's be real. Filipinos have a deeper connect with Manny Pacquiao than American fans, right? Let's be real. When it comes to Wilder and black people, Wilder represents our people. Like what he does, it's not like something that he he just
I respect that.
It's something that he picked up because he decided to lace up some gloves, and he's from our community.
Like I'll say,
so yeah, Wilder, he represents us, and we like what he stands for. So if you're going against it, and you're a black person, it's like, dude, you kind of like a sucker. Like, what type of person are you? This guy stands for fighting against racism and all that, and you hating on him. Like, what type of shit is that?
Like,
you get what I'm saying?
I respect that, and and I was thinking, it's not really like my place and stuff like that, but Floyd, like Floyd has often said like, oh, like if I was in Ali's era, like I would have done the same thing, and I'd go like, I don't know about that because like when he's been pressed about certain things that he's been said before, and he doesn't keep it 100. So like when he said stuff like, imagine if I was white, right? Yeah. Like how big I would be. And then he was asked about that in an interview, and he was like, I'm not going to comment on that.
And then he just never goes into it, but he knows,
Yeah, like he doesn't address it, but for a fact that like Deontay doesn't care if it has like bad reciprocation or like certain fans might not like him because he's bringing in race, but like he does not care. Like he's going to bring it up.
He's playing a real dangerous game, man. But it comes with just that, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you because I like to bring up history, man. We on my platform here. When it comes to Wilder, he's playing a dangerous game because for you to be open and supporting Black Americans and you're trying to help them and this and that, it really puts a target on your back. It does, man. And you see the type of hate that he's getting from all the media, Black people in the media. It's like, dude, sometimes they go over the top with it. I know you can get criticism, but Wilder in the media gets like unbelievable criticism, man. And I've heard other fighters accuse fighters of tampering with their water and shit like that. But the fact that they're blowing it out of proportion for this guy, it's like, dude, you can tell they're doing all that because they don't like what he stands for. Think about it. The Wilder hate increased after he did that Radio Raheem, interview when he says, I've been fighting, my people have been fighting for 400 years. And he barked on Radio Raheem.
And
his hatred from the fans increased, but his love from the community and a lot of people that's not from the community increased as well, man. And
I agree.
that's what make you great by taking those risks and standing for something.
See, that's why I'm okay with him comparing himself to Muhammad Ali, because I say like he's similar in that fashion that he doesn't care about the repercussions of that. He's going to talk about what he believes in.
Yeah, like literally, like it takes a lot of balls to fucking tell the world that, hey, man, this guy fucking cheated me. And no matter what, if people believe you or not, you know there's people gonna be saying, "Fuck this guy, he's a liar." Da 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 da. It really takes a lot of courage because he could really just be like, "Man, I don't gotta say nothing. Like it's just fucked up, man. I'm just have to take this on the chin." But for him to just publicly say it, because I remember once upon a time that was the argument. The fans were saying, "Well, if Wilder isn't saying anything, then it doesn't mean anything, right?"
What do you mean?
Like literally, Fury fans or Wilder haters were saying that because Wilder wasn't bringing up the cheating allegations, the cheating is not true.
Um, I wasn't really into it until he actually like I saw the clip, but I wasn't into it until he made the video where he finally came out. Um, but I was gonna say this. This is a sad thing, right? That kind of has been associated with this for the longest time since Lennox Lewis retired. But before that, after Mike like fell off, like what did America want? Like, we wanted a heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
But like we didn't want just any champion. Like Floyd's cool and all, but we wanted a bad motherfucker. Like we wanted a guy who just lays people out, right? Like we wanted another Mike Tyson. And then we finally get it all these years after, and it's like a lot of just fucking. I don't think we're, and a lot of people, even old people who always say like they always pick the old ass fighters, say that this guy is the hardest puncher ever, which I agree with. I think he's the hardest puncher ever, and we're like people are like fuck this guy. Like it's like no, bro. Like we're so lucky. Like all three of these guys are in the same era. Like him, Fury, AJ, even Usyk. That's fucking cool. We got Jojo. Like we're blessed, bro.
But those are the type of people that don't want to see it until these guys are retired because they're gonna be like, well, the new heavyweights, they're not like Wilder, man. Wilder was laying people out. They're gonna say shit like that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's true. That's like when I've seen memes like where it's like, oh, like someday in the future there's gonna be like a kid who's like averages like 60 a night, and then we're gonna like tell them why he's not better than LeBron.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
But this was the same person in this era that was hating on him.
Yeah, but I was gonna say some shit about
Yeah, but you're true. You're very true. You're honest, man. Like Wilder, he's in a position where it's like, dude, if he wins this fight against Tyson Fury, he's like on Ali status, man. Not saying that he's Ali, but when it comes to being big over, and he's very controversial.
especially after losing the way he did, and like I have not seen a single media person pick him, which is similar to what happened with Foreman. Like Ali's speech after he beat Foreman is famous. Like Wilder might have some of that type of shit if he wins, or he might not talk to the media because he's really like fuck you to the media now. So
right, he might just do an Artman interview.
That would be crazy, right?
I know, right?
You're gonna get a picture when you if this fight happens on October 9th.
But it's like this, man. It's nice, dude, because like when Wilder wins, it's not just over. Shit goes on. Like I feel like once the heavyweight division moves, boxing moves. Like
I think that used to be the case. I think that stopped though. I think that Sugar Ray Leonard and stuff like that, and Floyd and stuff like it's reverted back. This is what I was gonna say. I said Tyson Fury fans are very similar.
It's the reason why Wilder's getting the biggest checks out of all those guys out on PBC, right?
Yeah.
And those guys got money. So the fact that Wilder's getting all that money, I mean, they do respect the heavyweights, man.
Yes.
They're talking about getting big money, man. 150 million site fee deals and shit. They ain't talking about that for no welterweights.
But that's also because the market, right? So because he got such a high offer from the zone, Al Heyman had to come right and give him a really big offer himself.
I was probably pissed, but still, he could still make it back off this guy.
Who, Al? I think I think most people would say that Al's more business savvy than Bob. Bob's ass is anytime there's an offer for a fight, he opens up his wallet and says says like, I'm gonna give you like $3 to fight.
Hell yeah! Even though it's like he knows he has the money, but he's like,
Which is what I always said. I said that like, why the fuck is this guy like hating on Terrence? It's like, bro, like I feel like he lost more money with he has to have lost more money on Tyson than he has.
duh, dude. On the documentary from the BBC documentary, it says Tyson Fury signed a deal for $100 million for 5 fights. But you know they pay him partially, but they still give you that big ass advance.
Yeah.
And the fact that they gave him all that money and he only sold like $1,000, $2,000 worth of tickets.
And they gave out tickets too. Like it's not like all of those were bought. Like they were like they put them in like a Subway store, and like every time you bought a sandwich, like they would hand one out.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Get some chips and get a Tyson Fury fucking fight. Like, you feel out like, dude, like, that's bad for business. So when Bob Arum said he was in the red because of Tyson Fury, it's like, it really makes me think, like, think about it. All these fights, why are all top ranked fights talking about going to purse bids and shit?
Well, that was Bob has notoriously been known for like underpaying fighters.
It's going back to back to back to back with these purse bids. Herring, fucking.
Well, that fight didn't.
Lopez.
That fight didn't actually go to purse bid though. Herring and Shakur.
Oh, it was like damn near about to, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Herring was about to get absolutely fucked.
It was looking way too bad in the light if Herring and fucking. It's like, dude, how do y'all both signed to the same network? What do you mean y'all going to the fucking purse bid?
Yeah. I was gonna say like Tyson Fury fans are kind of similar to Teofimo Lopez fans. It's like a slight difference. Like, tell me if you notice this, because I'm a Devin Haney fan. Like, he's my number one at 135. Like, that's like the guy that I rock with there. When Haney when Teofimo Lopez had a bad night against Nakatani, you didn't hear anyone say like, oh, let's put him in there with Loma, you know? Like, people were like, okay, like, he needs to slow down, right? But now, Devin got hurt by someone who's considered, like, not the same guy anymore, and isn't considered a harder puncher than Teo, and he gets hurt by him, or it appears that he gets hurt by him. Every single Devin Haney fan is still like, we want him to fight Teo next. Even though, like, if it was Teo in that position, they would probably be like, oh, like, yeah, we need to slow down a little bit. Like, he needs some time to mature. But, like, Devin, like, he got hurt, and, like, all the Devin fans were like, we don't care, bro. Like, we want the Teo fight next.
Yeah, and you know what made it worse? Because people thought, there's some people think, oh, yeah, now we know he's chinny. But then there's some people like me who think, oh, yeah, now I know you guys really going to get upset when he's just schooling these guys by just outboxing them.
Yeah, but I think they
do it and be way better. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah, but they overreacted on how hurt he was, and he did the smart thing. Like, even though he was recovered, he still fought like a hurt fighter. Like, he's like, I'm not going to give you this chance to hit me again, because even though I feel okay, I'm going to fight like I'm hurt. So I'm going to tie your ass up, and you're not going to get extra shots off on me.
Yeah, like, this is boxing, dude. He did it well. Like, it's like, I don't see no difference between, like, letting the shot clock run out in basketball type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they let the clock run out.
Yeah, when they just start like they just start bouncing the ball, like
Yeah, they just bounce the ball and shit or whatever, throw it from the half court, whatever. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I basically seen in that fight. It's like, dude, you're already up. There's no point in even trying to like go do all that shit.
That was smart. A lot of fighters that were young like that, like would have, because like when Ryan got hurt, he got up and like it's like he started fighting like fucking nothing happened. Like just I was like
immediately, and I'm like, I heard that's not a good thing to do.
No, but also that he didn't take the full 10 seconds. Like the second that he fell, like he got up and he got floored bad.
Yeah, they say that you're supposed to like, even if you know you're good, you still supposed to just wait like to like 8 seconds.
Yeah, and then you stand up and then you put your hands up and then you run like for the rest of it. Like you start doing the lateral movement, but like he just ran in there. Ryan's a fun fighter to watch, though. I like watching Ryan fight.
Man, and you know, these fighters like Teofimo Lopez and Ryan, they fucking up, man, because they're coming off of good wins. And now, since then, it's just like, what the fuck? What are you guys even doing now? When are you guys fighting? Oh, you're depressed?
You're like a Tank guy, right?
A Tank guy? Of course I'm riding with my brother Tank.
Yeah, but like he's like your like favorite out of the guys at 35.
Look, okay, this is Art Man's favorite fighters. Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, Gervonta Davis, Sean Porter. Like, the list goes on, man.
But those are like the number ones guys.
The list goes on. Like, I like those guys. Like, if I had to choose, like, off my top 5, those are the guys.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think. So, what do you think about the situation right now with the WBA? They're trying to act straight, and it looks like they're going to mandate him they're going to mandate Tank to fight either Tio, Tank, Rolly, or he goes to 130, and then he has to fight the winner of Colbert versus another guy. What do you think he's going to
do? He gonna drop all them damn belts and go fight Keith Thurman for pay-per-view money. Have a fucking great-ass fight. Fuck this bullshit, man. Shit. Or fight Josh Taylor.
Yeah, no, well, actually, doesn't the WBA, I was thinking about this. I didn't like what the WBO did with the thing, but it actually makes sense, right? With the purse thing that they did with Herring and Shakur?
Yeah.
They base it off your previous purses, right?
I can't argue with that list. Yeah, it's a solid list.
Yeah, that was a good list.
But go ahead.
Right, like, so a lot of times you won't see, like, okay, so like for instance, Terrence Crawford's WBO champ. If he goes up to 54, he would be mandated to fight Castano, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of fighters don't do that who are champions, because if they go up and if they become the mandatory, you get the smaller purse. So there's no like incentive to do that. So you can't make the fight happen. But with this system, if you're the bigger star and you want the fight to happen, you can do that. So if they did that with Tank and Taylor, the fight could be made, and Tank would definitely get the higher share.
Man, fuck all this COVID shit, man. If it wasn't like this, I feel like Tank would have fought Josh Taylor in England.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't think so at all. Nothing.
Fought him in Vegas and have the people from England come to Vegas. Like, that shit would be fucking big, man. Because them UK people, they love Gervonta Davis. They pretend like they don't, but they do. Because
I think they like Gervonta. I think a lot. I think
Gervonta gives us the best of both worlds. He's a good boxer and he's a fucking power puncher too, man.
I think there's, for some reason, and you could tell me if you think this or not, I think that, like, this is like the first time I've seen this, where Gervonta's management gets more hate than Gervonta himself. Like, people hate on Leonard more than they do on Tank.
They do. They're like, oh, what does Leonard know what he's talking about? You need to put this. Somebody said today that Tank will be a better fighter if he didn't have Mayweather, if he wasn't signed to Mayweather.
Nah. Yeah, I saw that. But I don't agree. But
I don't agree with that shit.
Because I think...
Because he was with AB around that time for Mayweather. So would you say he would have been better if he was with AB?
Yeah, like that. I think that... I mean, there was a time where Floyd was trying to get rid of Tank's coach, and he wanted to be his coach. Because that was kind of what Floyd wanted to do after the Conor fight. That's what he said. He was like, "Oh, I want to become a trainer." And when you're a billionaire, you don't want to train someone from fucking scratch and be in the gym, in the sweaty gym, like all day. You want like already a finished product, and then you just touch him up a little bit, and then you present him. So I think that's what he wanted to do with Tank, but Tank didn't want to do that.
I don't feel like you can duplicate Floyd Mayweather's style. Like, Tank's style is good, man. Like, when he beat Barrios, dude, I was impressed. And I really believe that Tank can beat somebody up at 147 too, man.
Yeah, I agree. But I think a lot of fighters can be a lot of fighters in higher weights. Like, I think people take weight too much into consideration. That only really matters when you have two elite fighters that are currently still elite.
People indirectly rate Tank. You know why? Because Mikey Garcia can go up and fight Errol Spencer Jr. and people be like, "Oh my God, Mikey Garcia, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is crazy, man." But Tank can go up and you could put his name, match him up with the top guys, and people be like, "Damn, I don't know, Tank might knock this guy the fuck out."
At 147?
Dude, there's people saying that Tank will knock out Keith Thurman.
Yeah, but if this was 2016 Keith Thurman, who would just beat Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, they wouldn't be saying that. Like, they would.
You said what?
I said that if it was 2016 Thurman who just beat Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, they wouldn't be saying that. They're saying that because Keith looks vulnerable now to his previous
Man.
state.
I don't care what nobody really say because Keith Thurman is a great fighter, man.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I don't pick Tank to beat fucking Keith Thurman.
You don't think so? I think he.
I don't think so. For right now, I don't think so because people think it's like I seen some flaws in that fight against Barrios. I'm gonna keep it 100, but he showed a great chin, man. But then I thought about like, dude, Keith Thurman got cracks, dude, and he'll fight you too, man. But if he gets hit to the body, it might.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Exactly, to the body.
So, but what if he don't get hit to the body? What if he keeps you at bay with his jab and hit you with some crazy shit? What if he
he does have a good jab, and he follows that shit up with really good hooks too.
Dude, Keith Thurman, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. He beat Sean Porter and Danny Garcia back to back,
and he beat
back to back, dude.
Like he beat Sean. Like it was like a really good fight, but like it was clear that he beat Sean and Danny. Like people say that fight was close, but that was really only close because Keith like gave up the latter rounds.
He he beat Danny Garcia ass. He hit Danny Garcia with a crazy punch
in the first round. Yeah,
a picture perfect punch, dude. Like it looked crazy. Danny Garcia's face was like towards the floor and his hands was in the air. Keith Thurman had that dude looking crazy, man.
Yeah, but I don't like the hate that Danny Garcia gets. I think Danny's a good fighter. He's just in a fucking.
He does hate.
I think he would give a good fight to Jermell Charlo at 154.
Danny Garcia?
Yes. Because Jermell doesn't throw a lot of punches, right? And that seems to kind of fuck with him in the fights. It's like a lot of time.
Dude, I was kind of disappointed in Jermell in that fight against Castano, dude. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
I thought it would kind of be. I thought Jermell would win, but like everyone was talking about Jermell like he was like the next like God. Like I was like, bro, like chill out. Like
look at him like fucking like a haggler.
like he like lost against Tony Harrison.
Fucking our generation type shit. Cause he's a beast, man.
Because in the first Tony Harrison fight, I thought he won, but he didn't. Like there was moments there you're like, huh. When he won the title, he was losing. He was getting outboxed. In the second Tony Harrison fight, he really he got the knockdown, but majority of that fight he looked bad. Like Tony was winning.
Yeah, Tony Harrison was looking crispy in that fight. I was like, yo,
and I was like, fuck. Like now
because I was like, okay, the first time you could say robbery, but this time, bro, hey, looking like no robbery.
And Jermell was up on the cards though, which is the craziest shit though.
I didn't see that. I was like, yo, Harrison was piecing him up.
Yeah, that's what everyone thought. And then
thing with Charlo, 154 Charlo, it's like, dude, I see why they call you Iron Man. Like, what the fuck? You throwing them robotic ass punches when he was fighting fucking Castano. Like, there was a sequence where he hurt Castano and he was just throwing like not a boxer. He was just throwing
I can see why they call you Iron Man, Charlo. Like I thought you were gonna say some nice shit about him, and you're like, "Oh,
he's fighting like fucking like an action hero, dude." Like, hold on, I'm gonna show you. Look, I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. It was so uncoordinated. I'm like, dude, I've never seen you swing like this.
Yeah, I think I don't like. I prefer Jermell over Jamal. Like, but I think Jamal's actually the better fighter of the two.
Hold on, let me show you guys. Hold on, it's on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I got the camera. Like he got him hurt, right? And it's just like, dude, he's missing, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I know you got him hurt and you're trying to knock him out, but look.
Oh yeah, this doesn't. Like that's okay. Like right here is where it's like bad. It's like
he just missed. Like I get it. You're in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, it's the adrenaline. Like here, it's all right. That hook was okay, and then it's like, oh shit.
And it was just like you just wasted a gang of energy missing like this. And I was just like, dude, you wasn't fighting like that when you fought Rosario. You was fighting very strategic when you fought Rosario.
Yeah, but maybe. The Rosario fight was really impressive when he had him fucking like seizing on the ground and shit. That was scary. But
dude, Dude, when I see, man, I ain't gonna lie. That fight, Charlo versus Rosario, is probably one of my favorite Charlo fights, if not my favorite Charlo fight.
Yeah, that was two good fights back to back. Brother Derevchenko, like that one was really impressive one, and then
Dude, it was perfect, man. I ain't gonna lie. He came out to that Big Sean song, him and Lil Wayne. That shit was lit, dude. And he came out and had a crazy performance like that in the bubble. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? In the bubble, like they
the
say.
jab to the body, everything was going right there.
It was perfect. And what I had the mindset of, man, Charlo's just about to go win and become undisputed. And that's that. I didn't think pay no mind to Castano. I was just like, dude, if Rosario couldn't beat him, then I don't know. If Tony Harrison and prime Tony Harrison and Rosario can't beat him, Lubin can't beat him, you ain't beating him, whoever this guy is.
Thing, dude. Everyone at 154 lot, like everyone who had hype, like ended up losing. Like Hurd lost, right? Like, and I was like rocking with Hurd, and then Jermel lost, and then J Rock were like, okay, we got J Rock, that's okay, and then J Rock loses, and then Mel's back, Mel's hype, and then Mel like almost loses to Castano, and it's a draw, and it's like fuck, we almost lost Mel too, like we almost.
And
lost
then
Mel.
Lubin is creeping up as his mandatory, and it's like, fuck, do you want to see Lubin versus Charlo again? But then, no, Charlo got a mandatory with some other guy right now.
He had the IBF one, yeah.
Yeah.
The IBF does not give a fuck about unifications or anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Well, but Spence hasn't fought his IBF mandatory in like 3 years, so like that's gonna fuck up him and Crawford at a certain point.
I don't think that fight's happening at 147. I always tell people that. I think that fight happens at like one.
Well, I think Manny is gonna rematch Ugas. Like I don't think he's done. And then I think
he better not do that fucking shit. Hold on,
dude, he's gonna do it, bro.
He better not do that shit.
You gotta understand, dude. Manny is like one of the greatest fighters ever. Like in his heart, like it's hard to quit.
Man, Manny Pacquiao got them allegations around his name, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, dude. Don't you find it kind of fishy that on what you call it again? That it had VADA testing in this fight against Ugas, and he looks normal. But in the main versus Keith Thurman fight, where there's no drug testing.
Until I get a failed test, like I can't hold it against.
Yeah,
him.
that's what I'm saying. You can't really put it on him, but you could still have speculation.
Because even
it's like, yo, come on.
Even if he has a failed test, like so many fighters have failed. Like what? Like, are we gonna say that James Toney isn't a great? Are we gonna say that Roy Jones isn't a great? Like,
nah, I ain't saying. I'm just saying, man. Like, dude. Okay. But anyways, I'm just saying, dude. Like,
the world of professional sports.
I just remember Teddy Atlas was like, Manny Pacquiao. I don't know what type of gas they put inside of him, but he was like a Ferrari, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, yo, he was doing Muhammad Ali shuffle and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Dude, that Keith Thurman fight, like that's a fight like that was a historical fight. That's a fight that we're gonna talk about.
He should have just retired after that shit. Instead of coming back and getting knocked out by not knocked out, but beat up by a dude with no eyebrows.
Dude, but there is so much potential. Like so much not only money, because they were talking like 40 mil for Crawford, crazy shit like that, like in Saudi. So not only that, but so much legacy. Like so many people were saying that if he beat Terrence or Spence, that he would be like the greatest ever.
They're saying he would be better than Floyd Mayweather.
It's not just better than Floyd, but that's a point that I make that I think that should be considered too. But like we also have to understand that he did come up from 108. Like that will never be done again. Like imagine
who fights at 108.
Yes, but no, but that's
going up to one. Isn't Manny's high as like 150?
154 is and he weighed in at like 150. But like imagine the no way like becoming welterweight champ. Like you can't picture it. Like that's what Manny did.
Yeah, and I respect him for that, but he's getting older, man.
Yeah, but like just like Roberto Duran, like he got old, but fuck, man, the fire's still there. Everyone wants to fight. But this is for sure.
He would fight somebody in the Philippines, a bum.
That's what I said. That's my tweet. That got like a whole bunch of likes. I said that he should fight like some 140-pound journeyman in the Philippines.
Dude, and the dude should even take a dive and all that shit just to ensure he wins.
Yeah, like let it go a couple rounds though for the people, you know? Like
that's all he has to do, man. And then Manny Pacquiao will be.
But one thing's for sure is that Manny is not fighting Spencer Crawford ever.
And he shouldn't.
Yeah, he shouldn't. I wouldn't want to watch it either.
At a certain point, I was actually glad Errol Spence wasn't fighting Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, no joke. I was thinking about like,
because I was like, yo, I'm gonna keep it 100, dude. Errol Spence would have beat the fuck out of this guy.
Dude, man, like Spence's jab, like it was like Ugas has a good jab, but like Spence's jab, like looks like it hurts, bro. Like it's like stiff as fuck, and then he comes up with the left hand. I was like, oh nah, I wouldn't want to see this. This would have been bad.
Yeah, so.
Hey, dude.
The universe works in crazy ways, man.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna peace out, bro. It's good talking to you. We'll do this again.
Yeah, damn, I forgot. I ain't know we was on this long. Shit.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm trying to get these watch hours up, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of content. Don't worry.
So I got a lot of content. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it going, man. I got the realest channel on here. It's like a little underground channel, but we gonna get the numbers up.
Peace out, bro. See ya.
All right, man. But shout out to you guys. Yeah, shout out to all these boxers that risk their life in this sport, dude. Real shit, man. It takes a lot to do this type of stuff, man. That's why I don't like cheaters, man. If you out here cheating, get the fuck up out this sport. Tyson Fury's a hoe. October 6th, it's Judgment Day. That's what we just gonna start calling it, y'all. Judgment Day. Judgment fucking Day. But shout out to you guys. Artman Apparel. Shout out to you guys. You said fire show. Hell yeah, man. We just keep it going, man. I might just do this shit tomorrow too. Fuck it. We'll do some news gonna pop up tomorrow. So let's keep it popping, y'all. Shout out to you guys.